So we do have a lot to cover tonight with the election results and, as you heard, the city's financial talks. But thankfully, we have a local expert to help us sort this all out. MSU Associate Professor Dr. Jynette Larshus joins us. Jynette, off the top, your initial reaction to today's election?
It fell out a lot of what was thought to happen. What's really interesting is, to me, is the top two candidates. It is a battle between continuity and familiarity and stimulus for change, and that's what we kind of saw. And tonight, people were more comfortable with continuity.
Yeah, the council, showed some. I'm going to back up here a little bit. What stood out the most to you in this election cycle?
One, how visible it was. A lot of our local elections kind of go under the radar, but there was a lot of discussion. We saw a few of the candidates have a more prominent presence in either yard signs or actually being out on the roads, motivating their supporters. So it was a much more lively and active campaign than we've seen at the local level.
Yeah, interestingly enough, like we said, if Mark wants to be mayor again next year, he'd have to run again.
Yes.
So, 9 months. There's been a lot of talk as well about, was this the best use of resources? I guess that remains to be seen.
Well, it is a good question to ask because it costs anywhere from $10,000 to $20,000 to do this. Now, we had 3 candidates that were sitting, and as was pointed out previously, we have to fill that position on the council in order to do tie-breaking votes. Mm-hmm. So we either have to have an appointment or do a special election again prior to the one that's going to come up in 9 months.
And as we just saw in the story from Lindsay, the council showing some divisions last night in debating how to use sales tax. How does the council navigate this moving forward?
I mean, they really only have the 2 options. They need to appoint someone to fill that seat, or they need to have that special election. Otherwise, we're going to see those continuous 3-3 ties. I don't see a lot of wiggle for some of the candidates on particular issues.
Yeah. Well, Jynette, thank you so much for joining us tonight. And hey, you're invited to join us again in another 9 months. Let's do it again.
Huh? All right.
Thank you so much.
Yep.